Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to
the
a very
film.
What?
What?
You son of a bitch! You just bashed that can right against your teeth. How'd that feel?
I did. Well, it's late in the evening. We are actually recording this on Christmas Eve. Now it's 1:02 a.m.
It is
morning,
Christmas
Eastern
Eve officially.
Time.
It is Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, yeah.
Wait, hang on, ladies. I gotta test this. Wait. He's there. I can touch him.
I'm right here next to you. Actually,
I'm touching him.
Yeah,
I'm touching him, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're live at Epic Film Guys Studios, New York. Epic Film Guys Studios, Endicott. For only the second time ever in the history of the podcast, we are actually recording in the same space.
Man, last time we did that, we were talking about a movie that a lot of people hated. And you know what? I think tonight we actually be talking about another movie that a lot of people hated this year.
I think we would be just wrong if we didn't comment on a little bit of that. But yes, Epic Film Guys live in the house for this holiday. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy whatever the fuck you celebrate.
Whatever holiday.
Happy
Whatever it is.
Festivus.
If you don't celebrate any holidays and all you like out of the holidays is sitting in your apartment, getting hammered off great craft brew or smoking
and listening to Epic Film
watching
Guys.
Good movies. And of course, adding Epic Film Guys to that list.
Boom.
Yes.
Man, it is great to have you in-house. It is great to be here tonight. This is our last show officially for 2017. We're saying goodbye to 2017. No, this has been a pretty shit year.
No,
I mean,
what?
Not for film, not necessarily for film, but just like
disappointments.
People are more and more offended than ever, I feel. And yeah, the Hollywood sex scandal has exploded.
That is something to talk about, which we have actually shied away from on the podcast. We haven't really stated our case.
Kevin Spacey touching peepees all over the fucking place.
And being really mean about it, too.
Yeah.
And also being in one of my favorite films of the year. It's so hard. You're totally right. It's been a really tough year.
It's tough.
Even though, I mean, like I say every year to Loy Sauce, he actually yells at me when I say that.
The sauce?
Yeah. I tell him that, well, this year wasn't as good as last year. And he says, you say that every year. But in all reality, I think that 2017...
He does say that every year.
I did not ever say that. I did not say that. No. I did not.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's
I had
bullshit.
to do it.
I did not hit her.
You can't.
I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
You can't throw it to me like that. You can't do that.
I just want to meet Tommy so bad. I want Tommy on the podcast. Fuck Dustin Diamond. Fuck everybody else. I was actually thinking about Corey Feldman for a little while because I was thinking, well, we talk about film, but I just want to talk about every film that he was possibly molested in so you get inside information on all the behind-the-scenes stuff, you know? But, no, we're going to... Let's do this. Yes. This is so
man, it's great to be here. It's great to just be closing out the year finally. 2018 in film. I don't know. We've got a few weeks yet before I think we're really going to look at what's coming in 2018 and maybe talk about our most anticipated films. Next week on the show, we're going to be talking about our best and most disappointing from 2017. We're going to look at pretty much the entire year. For the most part, until probably fall, winter, it was a pretty disappointing year in film, I think, where we'll get into it more next week, I think. But I think film-wise, until it, for me, like
and that's
July. Well, wait,
July. Possibly.
July was a good month because we had War for the Planet of the Apes, we had Dunkirk, we had Baby Driver. It was a good month. But before July, I really think it was kind of ho-hum.
Well, you still have a couple more movies to watch.
That's true.
Again, tell Epic Film Guy Nick to watch Get Out. He has to watch that before he gets his list done.
I do need to watch it. Before the end of the year. I do need to get that in. I want to get Shape of Water.
You remember, that was early in the year, actually, as we're looking upon the last year. Kevin Sampson was on the show when we were talking about
Picture Lock.
He recommended
Shout out to Kevin Sampson of Picture Lock. You the fucking man, brother. We got to get him back on the show sometime soon.
That's right.
We should look and we should see what he's doing for most anticipated in 2018 because I feel like he'd have a lot to say about a lot of movies that are coming out next year.
Yeah, definitely. He always has the best taste. I agree with him most of the time, but he sees way more movies than both of us combined.
That is true.
Hey, professional critic status, that's where it's at. But the Epic Film Guys do what we can, and if what that consists of is us sitting next to each other with my leg really close to Nick's, well,
I could touch his dick right now. I could touch it.
While we're drinking craft brews.
I'm touching it right now.
In upstate New York. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to watch every movie we can and talk about.
Now, if you're going to start talking about brews, is it that time?
Is it?
I think we got to get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
What are you drinking?
I'm back! Puke and rally! Woo! Give me a beer!
Now, this is also something that's not happened in quite a while on the show, Justin. We're drinking the same beer.
At the same time.
At the same time.
Same time.
Cheer, let's clink it right in front of the mic. There we go.
You heard it on the show.
There you go.
All right, here you go. Put in that Three Stooges gulp. This beer is fantastic. All right, I'll give the first part of what this beer is. It is Julius from Treehouse, an India Pale Ale, 6.8 alcohol by volume. And you know what? With a New England IPA, you're never going to know what IBUs are in this thing. But this thing is a tropical beer. Notes of peach, mango, passion fruit, and citrus. It may make your night better if you think about it longer. But this beer is fantastic. And a huge shout out again. Our patrons heard it in our little opening there. But P-Well. My good friend Brian Powell. I've been in a couple of bands with him, and this is ancient years for me.
Man, was it fucking great. It's awesome. He's brought me some beers from Trillium before.
Yeah, man.
Just special delivery because he's awesome. And, of course, you know him from years and years and years and years ago. Man, good to see him tonight. We've drank a whole shitload of good beer.
And you give me shit about the New Englands. You do. You've been giving me a lot of shit about the New Englands, and look what you're drinking, and look what I brought for you. You've been talking about it in the show. You can't hide it now, so it's out in the open. And Powell, yes, we love you. Thanks for sharing some great beers and hanging out and talking about old times and
this looks like
supporting the podcast.
This looks like a tropical fruit smoothie. Like when you look at it, it's so hazy, it's so cloudy.
You don't get that from anyone else other than Treehouse, Trillium, Aslan, and a couple others. But he actually gave us some Bissell Brothers, and he's hooking. Oh man, I love you guys.
He just kept opening beers left and right. He just kept opening them. He just wanted us to drink more and more.
That's right.
I had a bunch of shit from Trillium. You brought me some Aslan stuff that we've got in the fridge. We may crack
honestly,
into something
I want to take the advantage right now to thank our good buddy Chris, supporter and friend of the show, for sending out that Narragansett.
Dude.
Crush It Like Quint, huge 18-pack of cans, and those cans look pretty close to the original. The designs.
I was doing the Jaws theme, and the gleam he got in his eye when I did it was like special.
You know what? I feel like
were you doing like Matthew McConaughey from Wolf of Wall Street?
McConaughey, man, Interstellar on Ultra 4K. Yes, but thanks to Chris, though, for sending out that Narragansett, though. There's a huge amount of beer that I need to get into, and I'm definitely going to crush
amazing.
it. So I wanted to thank you on that. But
that is amazing. And, speaking of Interstellar, speaking of Christopher Nolan as a whole, shout out to Podfix and all the amazing Podfix shows that joined us for our Christopher Nolan Megasode. You actually got a whole shitload of Nolan films on Ultra 4K.
Ultra 4K.
Ultra 4K. I cut that as an outtake last week. You and Paul talking about it. It's in the outtakes. If you're a patron, and listen, $1 a month, 53 minutes of extra content from when Paul and Wayne were here last week alone. $1 a month gets you access to all of the extended cuts of the episodes, including outtakes where Justin and Paul basically sucked each other's dicks for like 2 minutes when they were talking about their 4K setups. You got to hear this.
I sucked a dick last night.
It was there.
Never had
he wants to delete it from the soundboard. He's looking at the soundboard right now. His eyes are on it, and man, they want to dial right into it. And then
I sucked a dick last night.
They just lavish praise upon their 4K setups, but it doesn't come without.
No.
It doesn't come without a little sadness as well. You missed out on something because it got canceled or it got back ordered or postponed.
Yeah, the original Christopher Nolan Ultra 4K Blu-ray set was postponed by Amazon. I think too many people ordered it, or Warner Brothers was not prepared. So what I did instead, it was my Christmas gift to myself and from my wife, which my wife. She allowed me to have it. So I just went on the day of and just said, I'm not even going to chance Best Buy, like as far as looking at their stock online. Like I'm an elite member, buying Blu-rays from there and equipment for my setup. I went into the store and I grabbed everything. I had it on Ultra 4K Blu-ray and the singles. And I spent, yes, probably $40 more than I should have on the set. But I needed all those Nolan films on Ultra 4K.
Man.
That's right, Dan. And I know you're waiting until next year to get your 4K setup, and we'll talk then. We've talked about it before. But in reality, those digital codes will be making their way out to you in the next year.
That's
and
right,
we
baby.
have lots of stuff to give away. Who doesn't want 4K codes?
Congratulations to Jimmy De La Rosa for winning the Jumanji.
That's right.
Jumanji 4K Blu-ray Ultra Code. Whatever. I'm just mangling words together into a fucking sentence at this point.
Mangling and hangling. We're hangling. We're hangling with this treehouse.
Hang him! Kill him! Hang him! Hit him!
One of the best films of the fucking year. Okay, Haunted Ween. Even though it came out over 20 years ago, okay, what that needs to be is my number one on my top of 2017.
The top of the 2000s period.
I sucked a dick last night!
And there's Wayne.
Well, there's a part in that film, Wayne, actually, when that possibly happens. Oh, wait, he's not actually here tonight.
He
That's
should
on
be.
the soundboard.
He should be. If he were, he'd be baked on the floor right now.
He would have liked what we actually partook in earlier in the evening. No, of course I would not talk about what I did to you in the dark when the closet was open and I had a whip in my hand. I would never say that. I would never tell anyone about that. But, you know, again, we're getting to the end of the year, and film's been great, though. I've been really, really optimistic about it from the start, and even though I say the next year won't be as good as the last year, it usually tends to surprise me and give me some great things that make me feel like I'm still human and enjoy cinema. And this year was great for me. I don't know. We're not going to get into details because we still have a few more films to see, each of us. But
Just a few.
The truth of the matter is, I feel like people should really start appreciating what they get more than, and we're talking about, this is Christmas. This is Christmas Eve. We're recording this. So appreciate what you get compared to what you're not getting. And that goes for a lot of movie fans where they go in being completely negative about everything with a certain mindset. And,
Now wait. You're not talking about what I think you're talking about, right?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Are you talking about Justice League, where everybody watched it and thought it was a piece of shit because it was?
Oh, well, no, that's a movie that has a higher audience score rating than the movie
you're
I'm
right.
talking about.
You're
that
right.
Has a higher critic score.
You're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, we're talking about The Last Jedi, which after we reviewed it, and of course, a lot of people have reviewed it now, most people have seen it, did gangbusters at the box office, second only to Force Awakens, I think. And Steve,
that's right,
from the New Trick podcast, which isn't a thing anymore, but he and I still talk on Facebook all the time. He swore up and down. I told him, I'm like, there's no way this thing's going to do Force Awakens numbers, and it didn't.
But I knew that it would go close.
It'd go close, and it went close.
And I'm
but
happy that it did.
It was never going to touch Force Awakens numbers because Force Awakens was the first Star Wars film in almost 20 years. Not 20, 12 since Revenge of the Sith, but still a sequel to the original trilogy.
Yeah, your numbers are
a sequel to the original trilogy, which was over 30 years in the making. But still, Steve swore up and down that film was going to do gangbusters and it was going to do better than Force Awakens because you get to see Luke Skywalker do all this. And I was like, no, it's not going to happen. But still, amazing film box office wise. Everybody on our panel, even Paul, who fucking hates everything, rated it a 7 out of 10.
Exactly.
We all really, really enjoyed the film. But then you come out of our world and you step out there into the World Wide Web, as it were, and man, people are shitting on this movie.
It's
people
everywhere.
Are just
left and right.
They are squatting down and they are clamping hard on their ass cheeks, spreading them apart, and just dropping the wettest load on this thing, calling it the worst movie of the year, worst movie they've seen, worse than the prequels.
I heard someone say that this is the worst Star Wars film since Attack of the Clones. And hey, we're coming from the perspective that if you've listened to us before, we are semi-apologists for the prequels because the both of us actually like quite a bit of them. And actually, Loisos likes a lot of them too. So we're not a podcast that you can listen
I actually
to
hear that
where you
Loy
hate on-
Sauce's favorite character was Jar Jar Binks.
No.
You didn't know that?
No, we and him have a slight rivalry because we can't be as good of friends as we want to be because he actually likes Boston ass. So that's a thing between us. So I told him we could be way closer. We could talk about way more movies and so Boston ass, yeah.
That's what I need to get on the soundboard. Fucking Boston ass.
Oh, man. But the reality of it is like people are going into every single movie with so many expectations. It doesn't even matter what movie you talk about anymore. It's the same thing with everything. But I get it that Star Wars is this thing that people have done fan fiction. There have been comic books. There have been novels. There have been plenty of different people to come in and fill in the gaps of what we've already seen in the Star Wars lore. And up until this point, and a lot of people that think they could write a better Star Wars script than everyone that's ever written one. So they're already going into this like, I expect the best thing in the world. And when they don't get that, or they get something that disagrees with, in a way, what their perspective of what Star Wars should be, they immediately cry wolf. Now, I will be fair about this. Okay, there are a lot of people that are just being very calm and respectable about it and saying, I like that they took a different direction in the franchise, but it wasn't for me, and they weren't hateful about it.
Which is great. And not like, listen, I rated Force Awakens a 6 out of 10. Like,
it's more like an 8 out of 10 for you.
Dying of fire. But that's not a terrible rating. That's still a passing grade. And I think that when you dial it down, the Last Jedi has problems. The Last Jedi definitely has some issues. That middle act is laggy as hell. Takes a little bit of a slog to get through. But, to just knee-jerk, like instantly, just call a film the worst film of all time. Shut the fuck up.
I feel like we should go back to the time before The Force Awakens, before we got the first trailer, Nick. When you think about that time and the anticipation of the idea that we were going to get a brand new Star Wars film by J.J. Abrams, we're going to get it in theaters in less than 2 years. People had that excitement. Everyone felt special again. Everyone loved Star Wars, so it meant something. And now it's like we've had The Force Awakens. People had their problems with it. We've had Rogue One, which you and I both really enjoyed. And now we're on to a different film, and people are just... They can't handle any change in this franchise. And the way that I look at it is I love the original series. I love the original trilogy. And as we've said on the podcast, I love some of the prequels, but we can't keep doing the same thing over and over again, and we need to be open to change. And I think that's what everything that what our society is saying means something right now. And I think Rian Johnson wanted to say that in a film, and especially a Star Wars film, which is about finding yourself and coming of age. And
the character depth in that film is fantastic.
Yeah,
it's absolutely incredible. The amount of great character work that he does for the new cast, and even for Luke Skywalker that you get in the film. And we touched on it last week. We did a whole entire huge review with Paul and Wayne from the Countdown. So please go check it out if you haven't listened to it. But I mean, suffice to say that even if you weren't the biggest fan of the direction they went in The Last Jedi, I mean, like, temper your fucking expectations. Like, if you come out of something so pissed off because you expected it to be something and it didn't turn out that way, like, you got to check those fucking expectations.
Are we talking about like Live by Night? Wasn't that a movie? Live by Night? What's that
Live
movie?
by Night is one of the biggest pieces of shit that I've seen in the past decade.
Oh, I bet you'll be talking about that. Will you be talking about
it'll be next week. We'll be talking about Live by Night.
Will there be a Nick's Ranch?
You still haven't even seen that movie. You still have not even seen that movie.
I'm going to get it on Ultra 4K. Oh, I forgot they didn't release it on that. It's $5.
Watch it on Ultra 4K. Watch it on Ultra 4K and mute the sound. It'll look beautiful and you won't care.
Love it. You know how
much
I would love the end of the year if I actually watched it and said, I fucking loved it. You know what I love? You love when I say that. So, oh god,
I'd hit you. Because no, fuck that movie. Fuck that movie is a literal trash can, garbage pile of a fucking movie.
This is like the episode where our listeners actually just get to hang out with us, and they're like in the same room as us. And
we're not. Yeah, we didn't come into this with a game plan. Justin's here, and we had a bunch of beers and stuff like that. He just decided he was going to hang out and stay the night, which is fine. And I got to leave tomorrow. He's got to leave tomorrow. We both got a ton of family stuff to do for Christmas and whatnot.
Hang out with us.
But it's always great.
Epic Film guys.
When he comes into town and we just get to hang out, we get to have beers, we get to do stuff. But yeah, it's great. So we're not even fucking talking about anything tonight. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about who fucking knows what. Doesn't even matter.
Know.
Doesn't even matter.
Like a zero.
Exactly.
We're the epic film guys.
We're just going to fuck around. We're going to have a great night.
Us, we love you
we watched
more.
Death Wish 3 again earlier tonight.
That's right. It's Braun fucking
I fucking love. It is. Got to get it in here. Hang on. We got to put that in here.
3.
Braun Simber.
There it is, baby.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And dirty
drum roll
hoopsters.
it. Drum roll it. Hang on. Drum roll it. All right. Are we got.
Hey, buddy, you gonna eat that sausage?
Justin told me not to watch it. In fairness, he told me not to watch it because he played the clip. He sent the clip for the weekly Charles Bronson clip ages ago, and it was what killed the weekly Charles Bronson segment because I couldn't stop laughing at it. I watched Mr. Majestic, which is what the "Hey Buddy, you're gonna eat that sausage" clip comes from, and man, that movie's a bag of ass.
It's not that bad, though. He's just a watermelon farmer who needs the Mexicans to work his farm and get him the watermelon so he can make ends meet.
The funny thing about the movie is that the whole conceit of like the competition between he and Frank, you know, the head gangster, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, they're in the middle of this shootout, and all of a sudden Bronson just decides he's going to drive off with him, and then he's going to try to hold him hostage or some shit. Like, none of the conceit of the plot makes any sense.
Do you think he might have wanted his sausage?
Well, of course he wanted his sausage.
He looked like a big Italian.
But then he knocked it. He knocked it on the ground. It's like, you ain't gonna eat it. Nobody is. But you know, it's super low budget. Bronson's great in it. I will give Bronson that. And I love the driving scenes at the end, like the chase scenes at the end where they're driving around in the desert and shit. Yeah. That's great shit. Like with him stalking around with the rifle at the end of the movie is great stuff. But that movie is a bag of ass.
I love how you're
everything but Bronson in that movie is just shit. The villain, especially, dude, the one villain, that fucking douchebag with the fucking blonde hair. I wanted to kick that motherfucker in the dick every time I saw him.
He's not only in that film, but he's also in The Stone Killer, which is a film that Charles Bronson did prior to that. And he plays just a random drug addict goon guy that likes fucking jazz music and hangs out in his apartment and dances to it wearing a Western shirt. Yeah,
that guy's such a piece of shit,
Killer, and I love him in that, and I love him in that movie as well.
That guy's such a fucking piece of shit.
I want to be that man. I want to sit next to you as that man with his fucking Western shirt and his blonde, receding hairline with long blonde hair.
Oh god, that dude was such a fucking piece of shit. But yeah, I mean, for Bronson's performance alone, like that was enjoyable enough. The Mexican, the Mexican woman that was, you know, her and her family. That's where she's from. She's from Mexico.
Oh, in the movie, man.
Yeah. What did you think I was talking about?
I don't know what nationality the woman that played that character is.
The character was Mexican.
She might be Colombian.
She might be whatever, but she was really hot. That's the point I'm trying to get to. Like,
she was great.
It was great. And her and Bronson got to have themselves.
She has that nice scarf that's wrapped on her neck. Then
that's
she puts
true.
the bandana on her head. And
that's true.
Low-cut shirt unbuttoned. Those bell-bottom pants. Yeah. Working in the fields.
Yeah.
She's still a cock.
It was definitely a 70s movie. I mean, 70s through and through watching that thing. Low budget 70s.
You got that sound bite, though, out of that. You got the best scene
I do.
ever.
That is.
Hey, buddy, you going to eat that sausage?
That's right. He's wearing a derby, and there's no fear in his eyes. He just wants that.
I wish I had the whole thing in here where you hear the tray hit the ground with the loudest sound effect of all time. You ain't going to eat it. Nobody is, huh?
And that, we always like make that way longer than it is in the movie, but it sounds way better. It should have gone for like 10 seconds.
You know what? I want to thank everybody that decided to take part in Bronsember. I'm not sure if we're going to do a January challenge yet or not. I don't think we are. I think we're going to focus on the beginning of the year. We've got Oscars coming up and whatnot, so we're probably going to take a break from challenges for at least a month or two.
What that means is that
we've got spotlights to prepare for. We've got a ton of spotlights.
Right.
Go over to the Hopesters Dumpster, please, ladies and gentlemen, especially if you're other podcasters and you want to take part in a spotlight about aliens, about True Lies, about Breaking Two,
James Cameron stuff,
Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, I love Electric Boogaloo, but man, James Cameron stuff's
really
hurting.
If you want to be a guest, if you want to be part of those spotlights, get over in the Hopesters Dumpster and let us know. We need guests to join us for those spotlights, so get over there. But before we roll out on this segment, Justin, did you watch anything this month, this week, for
Bronsember.
Actually, I unfortunately did not. The reason for that is I actually was participating in a really big event in the Alamo Drafthouse, DC area for Christmas. That's right. We're recording this on Christmas Eve, and it's for one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. It's Bob Clark's Black Christmas. You're watching the brand new 2K restoration that Shout Factory did last year on the big screen at Alamo Ashburn, formerly known as Alamo DC. It was fantastic. Lots of fans came out for it to introduce it and present the film. I hope I didn't sound that bad, though, when I talked to the crowd, but it was a fantastic time. We get to see an amazing horror Christmas film on the big screen at Alamo Drafthouse, and of course, that's always a huge honor for me to be there and present and introduce films. So that's been my weekend. Oh, yeah, that Gremlins thing a few weeks ago.
Bronsember.
I do Bronsember. I do Bron month every fucking month. Bronson month, whatever you want to call it. So,
and listen, this is not the last you will hear of Charles Bronson on the Epic Film Guys podcast. This is my gift to Justin for the month of December on the podcast, and I got to watch a lot of great films that I hadn't ever seen before. Death Wish 1 and 3, definitely both huge favorites of mine. Once Upon a Time in the West, as I talked about last week, a fucking masterpiece. And I've got a bunch of other ones that I just haven't gotten the chance to get to yet. I'm going to hope to get to those in the next week or two, as I just have a little bit of downtime. And yeah, it's great. We're going to take a quick break, Justin, and we will be back to talk about whatever. I don't even know. We're going to get more beer. And
yeah, we're definitely getting more beer. This is what I like about this. This is fun. We don't have to worry about anything. We love you guys.
I don't have to worry. Oh, Justin, stop recording. Justin, start recording. We don't have to worry about any of that bullshit. How easy would this be
if we just did this?
This would be fucking great.
I think maybe I could put
Listen,
my hand
you need to drive up here.
About.
I'd know about it.
Oh,
as long as you talk in that lisp voice that I like so much.
Kermit the Frog. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not the right frog for this show.
Epic the Frog. Epic the Frog here. Yeah, we will be
frog, frog.
Right back.
This week in Epic Film History.
JJ would manage to suck your nostalgia boner to the point where you just fucking spewed everywhere near your nostalgia goo and that you loved the film so much. There are people out there that loved the film 10 times more than you did, so JJ was, fingering their asshole and tickling their balls at the same time. Must be, apparently. And, just, there are people out there that absolutely, are tripping over themselves to fucking praise how great this movie was. And I will wager now, and I'm going to say it here, and people aren't going to like it, but it's because it's not like the prequels, it's more like the originals, and that's all you wanted. You just wanted a film that was more like the original trilogy.
And it does, and I understand that. I really do understand that point.
I think that's I'm sorry, but I think that's a shitty... I think that's a shitty reason to fawn over... I think that's a shitty reason to call this film 10 out of 10. I think that's a shitty... I think it's a shitty reason to call this film a masterpiece. I've seen people call it a masterpiece. I've seen people call it, the best film they've seen,
that's because you have a different view of what the story should have been. Maybe they don't care that it's that story.
And maybe they don't. And I know
space adventures, space operas before Star Wars. The story didn't really matter that much.
I know film is subjective. I get all that.
Some of these people really are
I just vehemently disagree. Disagree.
The lisp has not. I've got a control on it. I'm taking special medication.
I bet I could coax him out if I talk about dicks enough.
I don't know. Maybe if you talk about Patrick Swayze and Ghost. Okay.
Whoa, my love, my darling. I'm gonna cut in the audio there because I can't really do it justice. I'm sorry. That's not gonna bring the lisp out. That's just gonna make your dick fucking wilt and fall off.
Yeah, honestly, made it shrink into a smaller section of my body. I don't even know where it went.
I really feel like the series needs to move past Luke and Leia and get on to these new characters. So if I'm, Disney and Lucasfilm, I'm looking at Episode 8 and saying, this is the official passing of the torch. So this is where Luke and Leia need to take a step back. Whether that is, being killed off, or being frozen in carbonite, or getting thrown in the Sarlacc pit. I don't know. But, you need to let your new characters just take over. And Episode 8 is the perfect vehicle to do that. And this Carrie Fisher's unfortunate passing also kind of lends itself to that, where you can just say, okay, new characters, take the ball, take it. All right, now run with it. Go. Just run. Go.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, baby. And we talked about things. We got some more beer during the break. Justin, what are we drinking now?
This is the Bissell Brothers IPA, 6.5% alcohol by volume and volume. I think that's
It's
like a
dank.
thing where you mix volume with bass, and I just say vol boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom.
vol boom. Of course, and yes, it's a fantastic beer. Yes. What is it we're doing tonight? This is Christmas Eve. Early. Oh yeah, bass drop.
Oh, baby. Whoa.
We're in too deep here, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the deepest we've ever gotten in this cesspool.
We're beyond the looking glass here, people.
Quicksand has turned to hardwood.
Ron Simmer.
Oh, yes.
I don't know, but I think, Justin,
You think
we discussed it during the break, and I think we discussed the possibility of doing just some outtakes. We're going to play some outtakes. We're going to play them live here in the studio, and we're going to react to them live as they happen. Now, some of these are relatively recent. You're going to hear Jake and Tom from Jake and Tom Conquer the World in here. From our Justice League crossover, you're going to hear Paul and Wayne from the crossover that we just did with them. Some of those are our patron-only outtakes. You're going to get a little bit of a taste of those. But others of these, ladies and gentlemen, are really, really old. The oldest outtake I have that's not part of a compilation already is episode 53. Episode 53 is the oldest one. I still have the extended edition of Batman vs. Superman review that we did. I still have that in here. And Justin never gets to see this side of the production. He always just gets to sit in front of his computer. He never gets to see the machine, as it were, as it turns.
Delete all of it. I want it all.
You can't.
Gone.
I'm sorry, but you can't do it. You can't. I'm gonna play. I'm playing this one right now. I'm playing this, and he can see the file name, so he already has to know what it is.
Oh, excuse me here. Check one. I think I just got fired from my job here. I'm doing this voice here for Kermit the Frog, and we're going to do a little podcast thing here. I'd like to Miss Piggy's pussy, and I got fired.
I don't even know what that is.
That was
Have I
you.
ever heard that?
That was you.
I don't think so. Not that I can recall, at least.
I swear that was you. Maybe it was Dan. Was it Dan?
It could be, certainly. Where are your outtakes? I want to hear what you have to say.
Let's play this one. This is a good one. This is a gold standard outtake.
Let's do it.
We've listened to this one a number of times, and I love it.
Make it whisper on my pillow. See the winter on the ground.
This has been a staple this year.
This is 2017 in the Epic Film Guys.
All around, touch me now.
It only makes
I close my eyes.
cry on a pillow before I go to bed.
Wow.
I don't want to stop it until Justin stops singing.
It must have been love. I'm going to hear him sobbing when he's out here sleeping a little bit later on.
What this is all about.
But I lost it somehow. But it's someone else.
It's not, though. It's not over. No, it's not over. Damn it.
It's not over. It's not.
It's not. No, of course not. I'd like to see Arnold and Tommy film together.
Yo, why is this? I turned off the repeat function. Stop doing that. All right. So we're just gonna pick random outtakes. We're just gonna pick random shit, new stuff, old stuff, and we're just gonna play it. We're just gonna react to it live. And this is just a little taste for you fans. This is me. I don't have to do any editing because of the soundboard, so it all just gets to play live right through the mixer.
And the fucks we give her zero.
And the fucks we give her zero. And really, we have no plan for this episode
at all
whatsoever. Because our next episode was supposed to be best and worst of 2017.
Do we really care? Do we?
No. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're drinking beer. We're having a good time. So let's start with something from the latest episode. This is the most recent episode.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and let's throw this one in. Here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Out of this whole thing, and I jokingly mentioned this so many times in our comment section on our Facebook page. Whenever we would post this news about the possibility of Disney buying,
are you
Fox,
just posting
say,
like headshots of Ted Nugent in the Facebook page?
God damn it! All I really wanted out of it originally was I was like, because I do want this
fucking Nuge.
The Nuge.
That was from the most recent episode.
The Nugent or the Nougat. I'd rather prefer it being the nougat because I like nougat in my candy bars, like a Snickers.
I agree.
Snickers without a nougat.
I agree. Here, let's do another one from the most recent episode. Let's grab this guy. Let's throw it in there.
Cool. You guys aren't doing a synopsis or anything. We're just going straight into the stuff we liked, right?
There's a war in the stars. Done. Synopsis over.
There it is. Done. We're done. Okay. All right.
Oh my God. I'm laughing at myself laughing. I can hear myself laughing, and I'm laughing at myself laughing. What is the world coming to? I don't even know what I'm doing.
It's Inception. This is Inception in podcast form. All right, we're going to jump back. Here's a Jake and Tom outtake from our Justice League episode. Here we go. Let's throw this in here.
All right.
All right, well, on to Tom Co, man. What do you got, man?
Do we want to? We'll say our goodbyes to Jake for now, so that way you can wrap up, sir. Just stop recording, and you can.
Some of these are questionable.
Your file here.
Yep.
We'll just send them right over to me, and then I'll forward them on your neck.
Perfect.
All right, got it.
Fictitious.
That way you can cut out of here without having to hang on. Thank you. It's a fucking honor and a privilege.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Thank you.
Thank you for fucking being on. Now Justin and I are going to double team the shit out of Tom Cohen, Eiffel Tower his ass. But hey,
all right. DP. All right. See you guys.
Peace, man.
See ya.
We'll pick a better one from Jake and Tom there.
Well, to put it in perspective, as I was just saying a little bit earlier, guys, this is kind of a good thing that's all we're getting, because give us some time to breathe.
I agree.
That's my opinion on the whole. Like I said earlier, I'm really in that whole fatigue where it's like, man, you're just going to keep giving me more and more of these. And like, I need some time to get excited again. Like, I miss when it was like that 1 or 2 a year you had to look forward to, because then you had time for yourself to get a built up excitement inside. Like, I do not get excited for each one of these. Like, yeah, I'm excited to sit down and watch The Punisher, but it's not that level of excitement where it's like, oh my God, this is that one or two movies a year that I'm really looking forward to. Back when Nolan was making his trilogy or, anything else. You really said this is the one thing that I have to look forward to. Now we have Star Wars in the make, and we have Marvel making 3 or 4 movies a year,
Well, not
this
only
is
that,
good.
but this was a shitty time to release this movie. Only 2 weeks after Thor, 1 week before Coco. That's just too damn much.
Coco's going to destroy. Justice League will not hold a candle to Coco.
It will not. It will not.
But
that is Tom Co, the
I
Holy
have
Spirit
a feeling,
of the Podfix Network.
This is what I'm thinking right off the bat. Okay, negatives aside, I'm seeing a lot of really positive audience reactions. You guys seem to be on the same page as I am. Nick, you, as always, you seem to love a lot of things about a movie, but then end up hating it and giving it a bad rating. But
this says contributing artist Brian Loy. We got to throw this in here. All right, this is all the way back. Episode 109. Episode 109. Here we go. No, I'm selecting a whole bunch of them. Jesus Christ.
Check. Wait, that wasn't good. Hold on.
He's a ho, ho, ho. We wouldn't know. Ho, ho, ho. We do know. Up on the rooftops. Click, click, click. Down with his dick. That's old boy sauce.
Is Justin back? Jesus Christ.
I think it's you.
No. Loy Sauce, go hit him.
He's all the way over there.
All right.
I'm over here. I'm over here.
What are we going to do? Some old stuff. You want to get into some old stuff?
Let's go. Let's
get old, man. Let's get old. Deep. The oldest thing I have on here. Let's go with episode 53.
Oh no.
This is over a year ago. Outtakes. Are you ready for this? Let's throw it in here. What do we got?
They showed that one on the ape version of Skinamax one night.
I miss Skinamax. I also miss Skinamax. 12-year-old kid, around the age of your son. And I'd sneak downstairs. My parents wouldn't hear me. The stairs would creak. And I'd walk downstairs and I would have no sound. Maybe it'd be on volume 3 out of 50. And I would sit there and watch softcore Skinamax porn.
I forgot I told you this.
This is an outtake situation. Please don't play this on the regular.
That's why I want to leave a nice long readout for that, so I can make sure that this makes it into the regular show, and then I'll repeat it 3 times in the outtakes. I'll put a little reverb effect on it, so it's
this? I don't know how that one has ended up in there for
something. I don't know.
For over a year, it has never been played.
That was very embarrassing, but I'm halfway crying in excitement. It was so funny.
Oh my god, we got some other good stuff in here. Let's grab. We've got one more from episode 53. Let's grab it here. Let's throw it in here.
But we won't worry about that, Justin. Instead, we're going to be looking ahead to next week. What are we doing next week anyway?
We didn't know then. We don't know now.
I don't know now.
Well, we're going to be looking forward to next week, ladies and gentlemen, because right now we are on the 5th of July. Now, the next big movie that hits cinemas next week is Paul Feig's Ghostbusters reboot, which you all know if you listen to the podcast.
You're going to have, man.
Avid defenders of this film. We are very much hoping to see a quality film hit theaters.
My, did we hope.
Next week, not that we're recording about it next week, but next week will be the week.
There should be advanced reviews.
It's all right.
We're hoping to discuss something about it.
And you know what? We can discuss, quickly. I don't want to take up too much time on it, but we can discuss that absolute
Kate Bosworth.
diarrhea pile of a song.
Wait, no, that's not who it was.
That
Kate
they
McKinnon.
did. Fall Out Boy did was Missy.
I'm thinking about.
We're going to talk about that. No, please don't. Please God.
Summers film.
Imagine watching Independence Day. Imagine if you were forced to watch Independence Day for 3 hours straight and eat nothing but stale movie theater popcorn and really warm Coke for 3 days straight, and then the mess you would leave in the toilet after. That's what that song is. It is horrifyingly bad. It's like ear cancer.
It is ear cancer. I'd rather take a cup full of razor blades and swallow them and literally live with the fact that I've done that and be okay with that than listen to that song again. But you know what, Nick? That's enough of that, because you know what? We are the Epic Film Guys, and it is the end of the show.
Is it?
So, Nick,
is it? Do you sure you don't want me to play that song 5 times before we close out the show?
No, please, no. I need some sleep.
I think that's that Ghostbusters song that who did that Ghostbusters cover or whatever.
Fall Out Boy. That was the one that I hated the most when they redid the main.
There was another one though. There was another Ghostbusters song that got written for that movie though. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember who did it. I don't know. I don't want to go back and look because I'm afraid I'll remember it.
You have thousands of things we could actually look at and make fun of. This should be like a thing every week where we just make fun of old things that we.
It's not as fun though because you're not here. You're not here, so we can't do it every week. So it's not as fun. Here we go. We'll throw this in here.
Are you out of control?
Things. I mean, still hearing it.
Wildly out of control.
Are you the man behind the mask?
Fucking hate you. Is this what tonight's show is going to be like?
I'm the man behind the mask.
I'm the man behind
One of my favorite things ever.
And I'm out of control.
Man behind the mask.
It's only like a
He's the man behind.
I was about to
the
die right
mask.
there. Heart attack me.
And
I'm out of control.
Okay.
I'm the man behind
I'm
the
already
mask.
dead there.
I'm the man behind the mask. And I'm out of control.
I was taking shit there, I think.
Out of control.
The funny part about that clip is, in the old days of the Epic Film Guys podcast, I used to use this TV static noise for transitions between clips.
I can hear it there.
And now I do the film blop. Blop. It's a blip, not a blop.
I said, well, can you hear me? Bissell Brothers.
Can you hear me? No one heard about the podcast until I put on the mask.
Have you been podcasting in a mask all this time? Is that what's been going on? Let's throw something else in here. We got so many good things. Let's grab.
I'm excited to hear these.
Episode 68. Episode 32 seconds. What do you think this is?
Probably you talking about something sexual and me engaging in that with you.
I wasn't the one that was talking about the ape version of Skinamax. Let's throw it in. All right, episode 68.
Yeah.
We've talked many times on this podcast about how we are defenders of the prequels, even though we see their flaws.
Star Wars.
Now we're getting hated even more. Hear that line?
Really felt like old school Star Wars again. And as much as I complain about some of the aspects of it, The Force Awakens definitely feels like old school Star Wars.
And you still like it, and I know you like
a 6 out of 10.
I know you feel it though. Of course it is, especially on our show. But you know that you feel. I know that you, knowing you. I know you feel something from it because I know I do. So it doesn't matter for me. But
I do. We've
talked about it.
Some great moments in it.
Of course, I was still hating on you for not loving The Force Awakens, and I'm still right about it.
We got another. This is a longer one from the same episode. You ready? We'll throw this one in here.
Let's do it. Why not?
I would personally, I'm the kind of person that I would like to see them go back in time, but way, way, way back in time. There's a lot of really great stuff, especially in terms of video games that I've played, that are set back in like the old
Star
Republic
Wars
time, like thousands of years before any of the Empire
stuff.
That
may be interesting.
There's some amazing plots that they've done in video games back in those days, and that's a really great market for them to tap, especially, I mean, think about it when they finish episode 9. What are they going to do? You know, are they going to do another trilogy? Are we going to get a 10, 11, and 12?
We're looking a little bit too far.
It's nice. It's fun to speculate, but I mean, yeah, we really have no idea where this franchise is going to go.
Well, we know now. Ryan Johnson got signed. This was over a year ago.
Grave reservations about the Han Solo film.
So now we know.
Multiple times. I'm afraid that they're going to make that character kind of into an anti-hero in his prequel to A New Hope, and it's really in A New Hope that he kind of crosses that threshold from scoundrel, from just
so honestly though, that's my whole point. That's why I have little interest in it. Literally, if we've seen that character how he develops in A New Hope,
although I will say
the rest of the trilogy, what are we going to see him do in that film?
I will say it was great when I was watching The Force Awakens again, and this is something I didn't notice the first time that I had watched it. When they're on the ship, like right after, the Millennium Falcon docks with the ship that Han and Chewie are on, and those big monsters get let loose, Han just fucking straight up throws a guy to the monster to eat him. There's no denying it. Fucking Han definitely shot first there. I didn't notice it the first time through.
I fucking love that.
But I fucking died laughing when that happened. But yeah, that's
how drunk I was on that there. Yeah.
You never heard that. You never heard Cocktober?
No,
I recorded this for Everyone Has a Podcast.
3 cocks in a pot. Where is that?
It's the same show.
There you go. Cocks.
Hey. Wait for it. Let it build. Let it build.
Mm-hmm.
Let it build within you. Wait for it.
Everyone has a podcast.
My voice cracked a little bit during that part.
How have I never... ever...
This was like October 2016 I recorded this.
I was probably drunk on the couch.
Yeah, I did it for, that was Everyone Has a Podcast. They do Cocktober every October. So I did that for those guys. That was great. Let's get into some more deep cuts here. Let's get into some more. You want to get some newer stuff again?
Sure.
I'm gonna grab here. What's this?
Sure.
What's this? This is episode.
Here. Let's do it.
Episode 111. I don't even know what this is. Let's grab it here.
Let's roll in 5, 4, 3, 2. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This sucks. La 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 la. I'm gonna do it again. La 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 la.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
Here, episode 112. Here we go. ...
Cut to random soundbite I haven't made up yet. Actually, I think I did, but I don't have it queued up. I think I made one last year that I might just reuse. I'm too busy to make all these new sound drops and shit
You
again.
did have one last year.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I don't
Tina.
give a shit. Whatever. I don't know. But yes.
We love you, Tina.
I'll roll back into that because I went off cue there.
Oh, hi.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I just do weird shit when I'm on the mic, so you've heard my show, you know.
I have. I listen to it all the time.
All right. So
we love Twisted Philly.
All right. And
she just got engaged.
Nice.
To Jeremy from podcasts we listen to. Congratulations, guys. It's amazing.
Oh, I didn't know.
Jeremy from podcasts we listen to is the one that's organizing Pattern Love, really. With Dina's helping out a lot. She's one of the big players behind the scenes. BTS, as they call it in the biz. Is there a biz? I don't know if there's a biz.
A business.
Here, let's get this. This is got to be with JD. Had to be on this one.
This is all.
Yeah, this one. JD from In Session Film. This is going to be a classy outtake. No cursing. Nothing. Are you ready for this? Let's get it in here.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I loaded that one up on the soundboard, so we'll just pretend I did. Sound drop, spooky, woo! I actually need to pull that up. I forgot about it. Let's see. Where are we? Hobsters, dumps. Oh, there it is right there. It's got like 350 replies on it, so it's literally like the top the
horror challenge
thing that pops up in my Facebook news feed all the time.
Oh, man.
Oh, nice.
Okay, come on, get all these loaded in here.
And you just can't hide it?
No.
I'm not going to go through that. Like last year, I tried to read all these off.
I like
This
it.
is what I do on the show.
Here's what everybody wants.
I know it's what you do. I hear your fucking
Oh my
audio.
God, it took like literally 10-15 minutes every week.
Oh, I can imagine so.
I hear your microphone
Oh,
cut
that
out.
was excruciating. And then I would like try to aggregate them all onto our website.
Yeah.
Nope.
I know. Like when we asked for like top 3 replies each week, like in the beginning, we used to read off a lot of them on air, but it became way too overwhelming. And so it's like, we'll pick one or two if any at all.
Too much. Yeah, it just sounds too much like you're just reading a list for 10 minutes, and I hate that.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so I'll go ahead and crack us back in here.
JD from In Session Film joined me to talk about the original Blade Runner film. Justin snuck away to go pee. So let's play something while he's gone that he won't know anything about. This is from another new episode. Let's see, episode. Oh, this is a super short one. Here we go. Ready? Here we go.
I'm back. Puke and rally.
Give me a beer.
That was Justin and Loisos doing What Are You Drinking? You missed it. You totally missed it.
Did I?
You missed it. Here, we'll do it again. It's only 5 seconds. It's just for you. Ready? Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm back. Puke and rally.
Give me a beer.
Ha ha.
All right, let's go ahead and do the show. Nasty
boys.
Ooh. Jesus Christ.
Nasty boys. Nasty boys. See, now you're lucky. That's not going on the soundboard, though. Whatever you do, don't use that and put it on there.
Totally
don't do
should.
it. Even though, because you can't now. You can't anyway, so it doesn't matter. Good. Yeah, I keep forgetting.
God damn it.
Man, I don't think I ever did.
Nasty boy.
All right, here, we're going to go back in time now. Back in time. Episode 80.
I remember none of these.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Danielle, your burp came through on that.
That's my what?
I'm the man behind the mask. and I'm out of control. You think I'm bad? Go watch a video of Alice Cooper singing that at some random like county fair last year on YouTube. He's absolutely horrible. I love it.
Oh my God. Save episode. Here we go. Another one. Here we go.
Okay, Nick. Well, my number 10 of 2016 is a film that had one nomination at last night's Golden Globes.
Wow.
It was only for directing, and it was a film that unfortunately you did not get a chance to see. It is the neo-noir psychological thriller Nocturnal Animals, directed by Tom Ford, starring Amy Adams, Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Shannon, and Aaron Taylor Johnson, who surprisingly, shockingly, picked up a Best Supporting Actor Golden Globe Award last night at the award show.
So it was nominated for more than one then.
Well, yes, it was. But God damn it.
Oh, I love you. I'll cut that part out.
Ooh,
I'll redo it.
All right, go ahead.
And he will.
I did probably.
All right, we got one more from that episode. Let's see what it is.
All right, I got a burp working up here, so I'm gonna wait for it. Hang on.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Emily hates burps. So I'm sorry, Emily, if you're listening to this.
I enjoy it.
We love you.
Jesus Christ. No, I guess it's not coming. All right.
The fuck was that sound?
I know. I do what I can. There's a lot of dick talk in this podcast tonight. I really feel like the lisp is just poised to sneak back in here one of these days.
I'm gone. I died a long time ago.
How did he come out like that? That's surprising. I thought he was
He still sneaks in every once in a while.
That was a hiccup, though. No.
Oh, that's 18 minutes, so I don't think we're going to play that. Ooh, 14 minutes. Holy shit, what's in these fucking outtake files? Holy fuck. This is 25 seconds. We'll grab that one. All right. Here we go.
I'm back! Puking Ray! Woo! Give me a beer!
That's Director Brennick.
I'm doing the...
Yes?
Take that every week. Just take that every week and use that. Fuck that guy who actually does it in Varsity Blues. I got it. Or whatever the fuck the movie is. Fuck off, Justin.
Man.
Double.
You can lead off. Go ahead.
So harsh, man.
Okay.
It's Christmas Eve.
It's like Danception. We get an outtake of Dan with the soundboard of Dan also playing in the background. Let's go here. Let's go to episode 90.
Yeah, why not?
Episode 90.
Let's go.
Here we go. Let's do it. I don't even know how long this segment's gone. How long has this segment been going for? I don't even know.
Why don't we go ahead and first things first, we will jump right into our thumbs of the week.
What the hell? Oh, remember that?
When does this happen in the movie?
Kind of did, but
this is what happens when you
fuck a stranger in the ass. This sucks camel dick.
With the host.
Gentlemen, your complete attention,
huge explosion,
if you please.
Next to a building, so everyone forgot about it.
Okay, and since Brian is actually joining us on the main show tonight, Justin, and since he does so well over on Facebook, posting
even
about
called him Brian.
Especially when we started it and he was trolling us. He's like, what does it do? I don't get how it works. We're going to kick it over to
I think my words were, I don't understand. I don't understand it.
We're going to kick it over to and go ahead and whatever you've got to give a thumb for the week.
Well,
Oh, that was the end of it. Oop, episode 95. Let's do two more. We'll do two more. We'll do this one and we'll do one more. We'll do two more. All right. So here's episode 95. Let's go.
So yeah.
Did you ever
we
get
still
your
haven't got it out,
episode?
so it's supposed to be cut.
That's Fuzzy. Fuzzy D's. Who's my
No fucking spoilers.
I'm so sorry.
That shampoo.
I haven't downloaded any dodgy copies or anything like that. I just want to see it in the cinemas and get the fucking full experience, but still not out here, so I'm really waiting for that.
I'll give you one spoiler. Keanu kills a fuckload of people.
Don't lie. Don't lie. He kills like less than 10, dude.
Yeah, it's like four and a half or so.
They're just really brutal kills, slow kills where they take like 5 to 10 minutes where they're like super slow-mo and like the bullets going through that, like the Matrix style.
Oh yeah,
he waterboards a couple people.
The first
John
45
from
minutes is just
Technicolor.
Keanu stabbing a dude in the
I
eye
have no
socket.
recollection of
Same
I'm sorry,
guy.
I'm sorry. It's so cool though. It's so badass.
He takes the time to like freeze a guy in an ice block and then like decapitate him.
Excellent. Yeah.
Oh man, a bunch of our Podfix Network brothers joining us for that megasode that we did back last year. We haven't done one of those in quite a while. Kind of missed doing those. Not last year, would have been earlier this year, but
whatever the fuck year.
We got one more. One more, Justin.
One more.
One more. Let's grab this one. Episode 82.
Sounds good.
Let's throw it in. Here we go.
All right, I am going to stop recording just so it can save all these files, and then we'll just do a start new for the second segment. So, the fucking Zencaster. There we go. I really just wanted to play Batman Mr. Freeze again.
I mean, I hear the Batman forever.
Keep doing it. I told you, dude. My next portrait I'm getting tattooed on me is going to be Arnold's Freeze.
It better be an entire back piece, dude. I don't want you to skimp on it.
I'm waiting for that back piece to get done.
Should I get like just in big letters across the top of my back, just freeze? Yeah. No, that's it. The Iceman cometh.
Oh man, yeah, that's something's on my list before I die.
You get a picture of a dinosaur, and then below it say, "What killed the dinosaurs?" and then have the ice freeze shooting at it.
Oh my god.
Surprisingly, I've seen a lot of tattoo artists that I'm friends with, like really good ones. They've done like a lot of portraits of Arnold's Freeze. I think people like legit like Arnold's Freeze. I don't know.
How can you not?
I sure do. Justin of the past.
Coming back to Gotham.
Man, this seems to be a good episode. Hang on, we're going to play one more.
Or 10
that's only
more,
9 seconds. What the hell?
5 more, or 100 more.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Cut the audio clip in. Cut this out. La la la.
Suck my cock.
God damn it!
Come on.
All right. Well, my number 5, I doubt is going to make anyone else's list.
Cut that.
That's it. That's
out.
my number 5.
Cut it out.
Your number 5 blows.
Damn it!
Who the fuck was that?
I have no idea who that was.
I don't even know who that was.
Voice, but I can't put my finger on it.
Well, now I want to play another outtake from that episode. See if we can pinpoint it. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Hello.
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 My God, the Hopster took out your Wi-Fi too.
It's Mason.
It's Mason.
It's Mason.
Yeah, the connection lulled there for
Who
a second.
no
So
longer
now
has
we're
his
gonna roll.
at
Can you hear me, Justin?
symbol on Instagram.
Can you hear me?
It's Real Dude
Yeah, I can hear
Movies.
you.
He's just like Mason something. I like movies, and that's all.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Great.
We can all hear each other. Yeah.
Because that drunk kid we had on the show.
Nick, can you fucking hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear
Can
me?
you hear me right now?
Suck my dick.
Please suck my dick. Oh, that was hard.
I didn't mean that in the way that I'm against gays, because I'm not, but just
That
calling you
wasn't
that.
me.
I think you're partly gay.
That could have been my it's not double.
So yes, ladies and
Whatever you're
gentlemen,
gonna roll into there, just roll into it again.
hoping you appreciate my trolling there. Maybe you don't, but I'm gonna give it to you.
You're
my
trolling
number.
my ass. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was... man, a journey through...
There needs to be a bleep on some of that stuff. I think actually, realistically, we'll lose all of our listeners in one night. Is that the point of this whole thing, or
No, you know what? We love all of our listeners. We love every single one of you guys, and you guys are dedicated listeners. Our steady listener base has been very, very consistent, and we love you guys. So I think you guys are going to appreciate the Epic Film Guys being the Epic Film Guys, no matter what. He is running in place in his chair right now. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to close out the show. Does that sound good to you? Can you handle that?
Are we?
We is.
Can we do that?
We is, I done reckon. I'm going to play us some Three Stooges Dizzy Detective.
Oh, yes.
We're going to do it.
Yes.
Let's go ahead. And Justin, we will be...
right back.
Police shakeup as Ape Man strikes again.
There you are, Commissioner. There it is in black and white. This ape man is making a monkey of the police department. The Lux can't call me a monkey. Shut up, you baboon. Now, look here, Commissioner. You've got to catch that ape man.
Just a minute, Mr. Dill. We're doing the best we can. As a matter of fact, we suspect he's not an ape man, but a real gorilla.
Real gorilla. Bah! Look here, Commissioner. You've got to catch that ape man. And if you don't, as head of the Citizens League, I'll have to demand your resignation. I don't want to make you any trouble, my friend, but this thing has gone far enough. As a matter of fact, it's gone too far, and something's gotta be done.
But, Mr. Dill, give me a chance. We're trying. After all, policemen are only human beings. You know how the newspapers build these things up.
I had 6 phone calls yesterday. 6 calls from the irate citizens demanding action, and I'm not going to be the goat.
But, Mr. Dill, nobody's asking you to be the goat. My men will catch this ape man or gorilla or whatever it is.
You're supposed to have an efficient police department, and yet you can't catch a third-rate hoodlum who masquerades as a monkey. Remember, Commissioner, this is your last chance. Good night.
But, Mr. Dill, let's understand each other on this.
That Dill sure had the chief in a pickle. I'd like to get that ape man by the throat and tear his ears off and gouge his eyes out.
Shut up, Tarzan. You're all wet.
How did you know?
I sucked a dick last night.
Is that any way to start our final segment?
If that was anything that actually happened, it would be worth more than what actually happened last night at my place.
What happened?
Gifts, taking my dogs out so they can take a shit. I mean, really. I had a beer, though. But we had way more beers tonight.
We did have a lot of beer tonight.
Smorgasbord.
It was like a buffet of beer. Ooh. Like... Dude, if you go to a brewery and you just keep getting flights, that's what it was like.
We went to something that maybe this is an idea for someone that wants to develop this idea. Do a brand new business, New England IPA buffet.
Bronson.
Add Bronson in the mix as well, but just think of that though.
All the little flight glasses should have Bronson's face on them. So he can just kind of glare at you with his narrow eyes.
Design, actually, for those of our listeners that don't know this, I cannot see your eyeballs.
It's like every Charles Bronson film when you watch him because his eyes are always so.
He doesn't wear sunglasses in most of his films, so he actually has to close his eyes so he can't see the sunlight because. Back in those days, they actually shot on location.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I know.
Get out of
right?
town.
Isn't that crazy?
Get right out of town. Go back to Virginia where they accept that kind of crazy talk.
I know. Well,
man, it's good to have you here. It's wonderful to have you in-house. We do not ever get to record sitting side by side. Like I said, we've only ever done it one other time when we talked about Batman versus Superman. We had a lot of great beer tonight. We got fucking riggedy wrecked.
Yeah,
I would say
pretty much to the point where I don't even know where I am or where I'm going tomorrow.
I've got
what
it.
Year it is.
I've got it.
Okay.
Well, it's official. I had too much to drink last night.
Done. I think that's probably perfect for both of us. But you'll be in the area actually for a few more days, celebrating with your family, celebrating the holidays.
That's right, for Christmas.
Christmas time.
You're not my fucking mother.
Well, Denny, I'll be your mother for Christmas. I'll take care of you, give you all the gifts you never got.
What a story, Mark.
I'd rather have Tommy Wiseau at my place for
Hi,
Christmas
doggy.
than any of the rest of you. Family, I'm sorry, you can't come over tonight. We're going to go cheap.
Go to their house for the holidays, but then you only can talk in the Tommy Wiseau voice the whole time you're there.
Oh, hi. Ha. I love you so much. Open up your gifts. Ha.
I'm so happy I have you as my best friend, and I love Lisa so much. Wait.
I'm so happy I have you as my best friend.
And I love Lisa so much.
But Tommy's so much better than all the rest of us. Actually, I wish that I could aspire to be as good as Tommy. And
we all do.
Made about me. Think about if we had a film made about the Epic Film Guys podcast. Look at that dream. That's a dream. It could happen.
We did that. Actually, remember in one of our fan celebrations that Emily hosted, I can't remember which one it was, but we fan casted a movie about the Epic Film Guys podcast. And I can't remember who we picked.
I would
at this
change
point.
mine now, though. Actually, never mind. It was always Ryan Gosling for me. I remember. So it'd still be Ryan Gosling. You know how you have to pick someone that's like a billion times better looking than you? It's like, but I like Gosling. Gosling for Batman when Affleck leaves. Even though... Poor Jim Carrey. You still haven't seen that documentary yet.
Fuck off, Justin.
Jim and Andy? Oh, you haven't.
I meant to play this one.
How dare you?
Exactly.
How dare you not watch
am
it?
insulted that you would think I wouldn't watch something.
Because you don't ever talk about watching.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that.
Watch it. And I'm going to eat some Nurchie's pizza. Thank you so much, guys, for
And
hanging
to
out
the
with us.
Urchies, baby. Oh, yeah. Wayne.
I sucked a dick last night.
There's something so musical about that. It just makes you want to just jump out of your chair and sing while you have a dick swinging around between your teeth. Justin's going to go eat some Nurchies. He's already trying to eat his own hoodie. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, right now, he is eating the strings from his hoodie.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. It's like
he sucked a dick.
2:32.
It is very late in the morning. We're recording super early in terms of our recording schedule, but between yourself traveling, myself traveling, the craziness of the holidays, fuck, this was a crazy episode. But it was crazy kinds of fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you had a great time. We hope you had a great holiday. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody out there
And Happy
that
New
listens.
Year. Yeah.
No, fuck you. No, do not have a Happy New Year. Fuck you. You only get one.
Well, I mean, we live for more than 1 year, hopefully. So, watch New Year's Evil on New Year's Eve. That's what you have to do. Stay home if you have kids, or not. You want to go out to the bar, dress up nice.
In a few minutes, bitch.
Of course, Tommy. Of course. Watch New Year's Evil at home. Have your wife or your spouse or whatever you have. Still on the television, watch New Year's Evil. Wish that you could be as good as Tommy Wiseau.
I'm going to keep playing this until he starts fucking my belly button.
That might be a long time. Damn, go to bed though.
You can hear it.
I'm going to bed.
You can hear it. He's falling asleep, folks. Boom. Boom. I knocked him right over. But thank you all very, very much for listening. You guys are amazing. Thank you for giving us an amazing 2017 and many, many more years of Epic Film Guys greatness to come. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, when we count down the best and worst of 2017, I have been Epic Film Guy Nick.
And I think that I've always been Epic Film Guy Justin. I don't think I've ever been Dirty Hopesters or gay gentlemen that like to hang out and try to bang everyone possible in their midst. Or maybe even frogs. I don't know about any frogs. Drug addict frogs. Epic film, movie frogs, or whatever they're called. Yes, It's been a fantastic time at Nick's tonight, hanging out, spending the night.
Fuck you. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course. Where else would I be? I mean, legit. Where else would I really be? At Dan's if he actually invited me, but no, of course he didn't.
Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, very, very much for listening. We love you. You are amazing. Share the show, like the show, catch us on social media, catch us on podcatchers of your choice at Epic Film Guys. And if you haven't reviewed us yet on iTunes, we're going to be announcing next year an iTunes prize for once we get to 100 reviews. I'm not sure exactly what that prize is going to be, but it's probably going to be some crazy bunch of shit that's going to make me watch a bunch of fucking Swayze movies or some crazy shit like that. Ugh. Makes me sick just thinking about it. What do you think, Loy Sauce?
I sucked a dick last night.
Okay. That's all we have to say, Justin?
That's the end of the road.
That's the
Christmas Eve and
to the end of the road.
I gave you my heart. Every last day, you gave it away, man.
Thank you all very, very much for listening. And
what, Lorraine? What?
What, Lorraine? Bird watching? He's flipping through some Epic Film Guys stickers right now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much for listening. We will see you
at the movies.
He got in there. He still got in there.
How dare you?
I agree, Paul. How? Yeah, Paul, go to fucking bed.
From the Podfix Network. You can check out more shows like it at podfixnetwork.com.